so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now ETN to start the drive. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Able to fight through one. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is Perry. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Perry. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. The call for Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 At the 41. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run with Perry. And he will be out of bounds here on what will...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Richardson going right to the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Lamb will go in motion. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murray going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And now on the heels of the pick-6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended, as they'll try to make it 8-0. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Perry, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Perry. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Perry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this. First quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 1st down, it's Perry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Murray now. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Perry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Murray. It's brought in by Wilson. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
Does the big boy have the juice?
Now he's loose again. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Down the right sideline. And he's got some space here. Racing to the end zone. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm. But this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's pump for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
Play fake. Hill. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Escapes the defender, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Hill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Hill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
On 1st down, it's Perry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Perry, the big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. 44 yards on the ground. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Watch the pass. Mike 56, Mike 56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on third down, Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He's on his way.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
A nightmare of a first half.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they take over not only it. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. And a With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Does the big boy have the juice?
Down the left sideline.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Some strong running at the 20.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down now, it's Perry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Perry Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
3rd and 2. And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Perry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On 3rd down, Perry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, it's Perry. And able to get this to the 31. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Perry. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd down. It's Perry, and he is going to lose yardage here. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Pat McAfee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Javon Curse in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down. Perry. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
game.